My name is Nick Smith. I'm from southwestern Virginia in the coal fields of central Appalachia. I'm the son of a coal miner's daughter. So that's two generations of not having access to the good union jobs, I guess is the way to put it. The history of my region, at least, for the past 150 years, has been shaped by the coal companies, these out-of-state companies who have bought up the land and who have over-specialized the economy, so the economic diversity is lost. They've created dependency, and as the coal jobs have disappeared, nothing's really come in its place, and it's created chronic poverty. Poverty's a generational thing. If you grow up poor, your upward mobility to become not poor is stunted. And I don't even live in the coal fields anymore, and I still feel that. The thing is, even as the coal jobs leave, the impact of the coal companies does not. I grew up around mountaintop removal sites, natural gas, hydraulic fracturing. The water that ran into our house that we bathed in, we couldn't drink. We couldn't drink the water we bathed in. It seems like every year or so, a relative of mine is dying from cancer because of this ecological devastation. And, I can't get off work to go to the funerals. That happened just a couple weeks ago. And it's going to keep happening. It's going to keep happening. And the options we're left with, if we want to get out of poverty, is to either go into debt, go in the military, which many people are not fit to do physically. They're disqualified. That's, 75% of military-age U.S. adults can't enlist. And, we're left with really nothing there. And when we try to fight, when us poor, low-wage workers such as myself try to organize together, our abilities taken from us because of anti-union legislation such as right to work. I've worked union jobs, I've worked non-union jobs, and I see the difference. The instability in scheduling, the arbitrary, punitive things that happen to workers who just upset their boss one day, really haven't done anything. I mean, in the state of Virginia, you could be let go for no reason at all. And, I'm here because my papaw, he was a union coal miner. He was there at the Pittston coal strike in 1989 when the company decided to cut the health care benefits for retired miners. My parents were in high school during the Pittston coal strike of '89, and they were part of the UMWA Student Auxiliary and had walked out trying to support it. That sort of sense of community around the union and labor doesn't exist in Appalachia anymore. It's just about gone.
Nick,
that's all.
Share with them real quickly what you told us last week about the voting piece and how because you taught me how people in Appalachia understand the connection between systemic racist voter suppression and your experience.
Well, one thing I got to say on the matter of voter suppression is it impacts rural communities as well as urban communities. But the thing is, what prevents us really on a community-wide level and on a national level from fighting these poverty issues, many of the poor people are divided by race. We're intentionally segregated. And voter suppression laws are pushed, and what we find is that we're even powerless to come together to address the issues even, and it hurts poor whites as well as poor black and brown folks. It's an across-the-board thing. As long as we're divided, they can conquer,
And we've been having this conversation that this is the racism we want to be talked about. The words, we want to talk about policy, systemic racism that has to be challenged.